So this is question 16 on multiple choice. It's asking us which statement about the line represented by 3/5 x minus 2 is true. So we're given 4 line segments. I'm going to have to break this question down into its parts. So I'm going to have to analyze first A and B, then C and D, then E and F. So A, B, C and D, E and F, and G and H. So I have to break this down into 4 steps. So let's look at A and B first. So line A and B, I have 2 points. You can refer to the graph on the question. So my first point here is at -5 and +7. And my next point is, -5 and 2, my bad. And my B here is -2 and +7. So I have 2 points. Again, I can use my slope calculation. I can use y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. This is going to be, so I'm going to y2 is 7. Y1 here is 2 divided by -2 from x2, and my x1 here is -5. So 7 minus 2 here's 5. Minus 2 minus 5 here is +3. So this is 5 over 3. So if I'm looking at, remember, if I'm looking at, this is the concept of parallel and perpendicular. So for parallel, I need to have same slope, and then for perpendicular, I need to have the negative reciprocal slope. So never, if you recall, negative reciprocal is just the fraction flipped. So for example, I have 3 over 5 here. This is 5. This is 5 over 3. It is indeed flipped, but it's not the negative, which means my line segment A, or my option A here, is wrong. So I can say this is wrong. So now let's look at option B. Option B, I'm going to do in blue. Option B here is now looking at the line segment EF. So EF, I have points, let's see, -7 and -2. I have another point at -2 and -5. Yeah. So now let's do our slope calculation. So y2 here is -5 minus -2 for our y1 over x2, which is -2, minus -7, which is our x1. This will equal -5 minus -2 is -3. -2 minus -7 here is +5. So if we look at our slope here, we have 3/5 as our original line. We have -3/5. In this case, it's none of the above because it's not the same. These two numbers are not the same, but it's also not the negative reciprocal, which means option EF here is also wrong. So option EF, also wrong. So now let's look at option CD. So CD, this is line segment CD. CD, I have 2 points again. I'm given, this will be 3 and 6. And my second point here is 6 and 1. So again, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 is 1 minus 6 for my y1. And x2 is 6 minus 3. In this case, I have -5 at the top and 3 at the bottom. So now this is actually my negative reciprocal of C and D, right? So this is -5 over 3 is indeed the negative reciprocal, which means this is perpendicular. So remember, this is the negative reciprocal, right? So -5 over 3 is indeed the negative reciprocal, which means for question 16, C is my correct answer. Let's check the last answer just to see if our answer is true here. So GH, so this is our GH line segment, and we have 2 points. We're given, this is 1 and negative 5. And we are given 6 and negative 2. Let's do our calculation again. And we are testing for if it's perpendicular or not. So y2 here in this case is negative 2 minus negative 5 over 6 minus 1. In this case, negative 2 minus 5, here's positive 3. And it's going to be 6 minus 1, here's 5. Is this a negative reciprocal of 3 over 5? No, and this is actually a parallel line, but the option is stating it's perpendicular, which means GH is our wrong answer as well. Which means their only option here is CD. So in this case, option C is our correct answer.